Good morning, beautiful collective. This is Satya, back with a message. I hope everybody is doing well. I woke up this morning and I was, in a good mood, just kind of doing my thing. And I just felt compelled to do a quick message, not necessarily a reading, although I will be finagling with the cards and doing an interpretation on kind of like what comes out, but this isn't really a reading. I just wanted to reach out to you in the collective and let you know that if you are struggling, if you are feeling down, if you are feeling burdened, if you're going through a difficult time, I want you to know that there is help. You don't have to go through this alone. There are people in your family, in your social circle, in your community, in your neighborhood that do see you and they do care about you. There are people in this world that don't even know you exist and they do care about you. I have never seen you guys in my collective, but I care about you. And I just woke up with the message on my heart to reach out and let you guys know that life, people in this world have an intent. Sometimes their sole intent is to break you, is to harass you, make fun of you, talk bad about you to your face, behind your back, say mean things, get people to, to join them on saying and doing terrible, mean things to you, simply so they can see you break. And I'm encouraging you guys to bend, but not to break. Unfortunately, we're in a time, we're in an age, we're in a place on this earthly plane where more people are interested in doing things negative. More people are interested in their own selves and other people. And what that turns out to be often is a full-on, knockdown, drag-out competition to, to step on one another so that we can reach the top. And unfortunately, what that means is for people that don't engage in that kind of behavior, for people that refuse to be cutthroat, for people that refuse to play into the dirty-minded tactics of abusing others simply so they don't be the abused, right? They get the short end of the stick. They often are the ones who are routinely, consistently abused, manipulated, targeted, and attacked. And I know that we all go through periods of that in our lives, but I think for some people more than others, especially if you're deeply spiritual, if you yourself are an empath or a healer, truth, you go through that a lot. And I'll say, for myself, I have always been an empath. I recognize now as an adult that I have always been an empath. I've always been easily influenced, new life, by sadness, right? Things on the news, seeing homeless people in the streets, hearing stories about my friends or people in my family social circle that were going through hard times. Those stories, those things stuck with me and made me feel, deeply confused and hurt. And if you are also, again, like an empath or a healer, those things have the potential to really, really drain you. And you are also then subjected to, a lot of times, spiritual attack, right? Spiritual attack, not only just from spirits in this plane, but also individuals who seek out on purpose, whether it's through spell work, whether it's through casting stones, whether it's through bindings, freezer work, root magic, blah, blah, blah. Release control. Regardless of what it is and how they, try to attack you, that you're probably consistently under spiritual attack. Passion and pleasure. And that has been me, just being the type of person, again, that is empath, open to those frequencies and vibrations, able to, read energy, pick up on energy. I am constantly needing to cleanse myself, refresh myself, protect my energy, right? Carry cleansing stones, carrying stones that, act as a barrier. And it can really be overwhelming. And I don't know if this message is for you or someone in your family or someone you're connected to, but I just woke up with it on my heart to reach out and let you guys know, or let whoever hears this message know, that you are stronger than you believe. I care about you. I don't know you. I probably ain't never met you. I probably will never meet you. But I do care about you. And that's why I have this channel. That's why I do these readings. And I want to warn you to be careful in your daily life, in your internet life. Be careful of the channels you watch. Be careful of the social media posts and feeds and timelines you ingest. Because there's a whole business out here. Justice in reverse. There's a whole business out here aimed to keep people tied up. 9 of Wands in reverse. There's a whole business out here created to keep people tied up and upset. It's the Sun. To keep you worried, to keep you feeling antagonized, to keep you in your head, to keep you stuck on that toxic ex, to keep you stuck in this toxic abusive relationship, right? To have you reconsidering if it was right to let this friendship go, to leave that job, to distance yourself from these people. 9 of Swords in reverse. And what fell out is the Queen of Wands. There's a whole business for this. Some of these, I watch other readers on YouTube. Some of these readers straight up toxic, straight up lying, straight up making up shit. And you'll know it when you see it, because all they do is toxic karmic readings, right? Oh, this person is cheating. This person is planning to do this to your life. You got to watch out for this person. They paid a DoorDash driver to poison your food. The next Uber you take is gonna da-da-da-da-da. Toxic, 100%. Everything they put out is toxic. Everything they put out is triggering. Everything they put out, antagonizes your anxiety. It antagonizes your peace. It takes away from your spirit. The same thing about these TV shows. Watch out for what you watch on TV. Because what you feed into yourself, what you allow yourself to consume, is going to impact you. The food you feed your soul, the food you feed your mind, the information you allow into your sphere will have an impact on you. And if you're not careful, some of that shit will have you feeling real down and real bad. And you won't even recognize it. You won't even know why. You just wake up feeling down. All of a sudden you look back and the past year and a half of your life has just been complete and utter shit. And you won't even know why until you do some examinations, until you decide to, review and rethink some things. And I don't know if this is just me coming out of Mercury retrograde, having really done some shadow work, or if this is something that spirit, I'm sure it is something that spirit has kind of put on my heart. But, I just want to let you guys know out there that you don't have to go at it alone. There is more than enough negativity in this world. The one thing we don't need any more of in this world is bullshit negativity. You know what I mean? We have enough trauma. We have enough anxiety. We have enough depression. We have enough people trying to pull us down on the left, on the right, from the top to the bottom, right? There's enough crabs in this barrel trying to pull each other back into the barrel. Don't be a crab. Don't be someone who feeds into the negativity. Choose light. Choose love. Choose higher frequencies. If you feel yourself down, if you feel yourself feeling like, you're not sure what's going on in your life, rethink the people you're kicking it with. Shut off the TV. Stop listening to music with lyrics. Listen to instrumental music. I don't have a television. I haven't had a television. I haven't had cable, Hulu, Netflix, any of those kind of streaming services since 2000. I'm going on my 23rd year of essentially being media free. Now I do have YouTube, I do have Wi-Fi, I do access the internet, but the stuff that I watch on the internet is the things that I actively choose. They tend to be documentaries, self-help stuff, zodiac things. I do have my guilty little pleasures, okay? So, don't get me wrong. I do be watching them, ratchet ass housewives sometimes, and some of these little, gossip blogs and things like that. But that is very far and few between because the shit is so ratchet and so negative and so disgusting. And I think, it really hit me today because I woke up in the morning and I don't know how I got to it, but I don't know. And I'll put a link in the description box below, but I love Anderson Cooper. I think he's so handsome, even though he looks like a little silver mole rat. But I think he's so handsome, and I used to have a crush on him like when I was younger. But his laugh is so funny. He will get caught up in like these little things, and he will just start giggling, and he'll have like a giggle fit. And whenever, especially when I was struggling with anxiety and depression when I was younger, I would research and look out funny videos to watch to kind of pick my spirits up. And Anderson Cooper having a laugh attack was one of them. And so I woke up this morning and I was just kind of scrolling in my bed before I got up, and I came across a video of Cooper Anderson having a laugh attack. And I just started, oh my God, I just started laughing until I started to cry, because it's just contagious. And I started to feel so, good and happy about myself. But in me searching for Anderson Cooper's laughing attack videos, I came across a video that he did that was about practicing empathy. And essentially, he did an experiment where he put headphones in, and these headphones were going to introduce audio and not verbal, but audio stimulation, right, via headphones, to make him understand what it was like to be someone who's suffering from schizophrenia. So essentially he put in the headphones, and over the course of a day or however long, he did this experiment for, he was inundated with voices. whispering voices, shouting voices, voices saying random things, voices saying negative things. And it was, again, it was similar to what individuals who suffer from schizophrenia would experience. And I have a background in social work, mental health, psychology. So I know what schizophrenia is. I know the impact that it has on individuals. I know some of the signs and symptoms. But to see someone who does not have schizophrenia experiencing what that looks and feels like was really jarring. It actually made me cry. And I'm struggling not to cry right now, because before he took that opportunity to experience what someone else is experiencing, to walk a mile in someone else's shoes, right? He had no idea how tough that could be, how hard that could be, how that could literally drive people crazy in a very real sense. Not this, oh my God, you're driving me crazy, Brenda. Oh my gosh, you're driving me crazy, Andrew, right? No, literally drive people to the brink of insanity. Insanity. And to see him experience that and gain a real a lived experience, even though it wasn't his life experience, just momentary experience, to see him embrace that and then come out of the other side with a true level of empathy was just amazing. And I think that's what prompted me to come today, directed by source, directed by spirit, to say, you have no idea what people are going through. We have no idea what's happening on the other side of the face of the people we meet and encounter in the world. Someone could literally be on the brink of ending everything. They could be on their way home to hurt themselves, to hurt other people, to isolate themselves, to be trapped inside their four walls, just filled with dread, depression, anxiety, worry, stress. And depending on how you manage that specific interaction with them, whether it's a smile, whether it's a thumbs up, whether it's a compliment, whether you use your manners, right? And as they exchange this, that, the other, or, you walk by them, you say, excuse me, or thank you, or you're welcome, or whatever. That one moment that you have in that exchange with someone could change their life. It could change the course of their life. And I am telling you from personal experience, during the darkest days of my life, during the saddest, most depressing, darkest moments of my life, it was the experience of strangers seeing me, smiling at me, giving me a compliment that changed the course of my day and possibly changed the course of the rest of my life, because someone saw me as a person and decided to say hello, to compliment my hair, to ask how I was doing, to engage me in some sort of interaction or conversation that just drew me away from the negativity, that environment, that feeling that I was engulfed in, right? That was just drowning me. And today I'm encouraging you to be that person. I'm encouraging you to be that person. For who? Anybody, everybody. Why not be that person for everybody? Why not look at that person in the grocery store and say, hey, how are you? And they say, fine. You say, great, have a good day. And you keep walking. Why not? What is that going to cost you? Nothing. The answer is nothing, right? Why not be that person that sees that homeless person or person struggling or whatever and go buy a 99-cent bottle of water and hand it to that person? Why not? What is that going to cost you? 99 cents plus tax? But what is it going to give to that person? It costs you $1.10, but it gave that person hope to live another day, to continue moving on, to go forward. And that is worth $1.10 over and over and over 1,000,000 times. And that's just the facts, Jack. We have enough hate, negativity, violence, sabotage in the world today. We have enough. We have more than enough. But what we don't ever have enough of is love. What we don't ever see enough of in the media is empathy. What we don't hear enough about on the news are the small acts of kindness that help people get from minute to minute, hour to hour, day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year. And I know that you have been in this position. And because you're watching a tarot, a zodiac channel, it's very likely that at some point in your life, you're looking for advice. You're looking for guidance. You're looking for answers. And people like me have the opportunity to take advantage of that and be toxic and keep you trapped in that negative thinking, that worry wart mentality, seeking answers after answers after answers. Well, here, do this, knowing that it's not going to work. Well, here, have this advice, knowing it's not going to work. Or we have the privilege to read cards in a genuine and authentic, truthful way. We have the privilege, the opportunity to put out uplifting messages that are designed to help people, whether or not they subscribe, whether or not they join your membership, whether or not they whatever. And so I'm here just today to encourage you to be a good person. Be a good person, guys. Don't let the world break you. Because there are people in your family, in your friend circle, in the world today who are so broken themselves. They hate to see anybody else complete. They hate to see wholeness in anyone else. And their goal is to break you so they don't have to be the only broken one. Misery loves company. And I'm encouraging you to not be that person. And if you do know people like that, continue to show grace as much as you can. And don't get me wrong, I'll be out there, I'll cuss a motherfucker out, okay? I'll cuss a motherfucker out, all right? I'll go from 0 to 100 on a bitch real fast. But I always try not to, And when I get to the point where I'm at 100, if I wake up on 99, I stay home because it doesn't take a lot for me to snap into a motherfucker like a Slim Jim, okay? And before I do that, I aim to recenter myself or stay away from society because I don't want to be triggered into becoming like those people. Do you know what I mean? And so I just wanted to send that message to somebody out there today. It was on my heart for a minute, and seeing that video today just really pushed me over the edge to make this video. It was a download that I had. I didn't know if it was for me personally. I didn't know if it was for the collective, and obviously it is for the collective. I told you guys before, I don't always share my downloads because a lot of them are just for me. But this was obviously a download that Spirit wanted me to share, and I'm glad that I did. And I'm hoping that this reaches you and encourages you to be a good person, because we need more love in the world today. So now that I've chit-chatted for almost 30 minutes, I'm just going to look at these cards that I pulled, talk about them, and see what message we have. So I pulled Truth, I pulled New Life, Release Control, Surrender to the Journey, Passion and Pleasure, Savor Your Life. And this right here really is just, I think an energy of, knowing that there are things in the world that we cannot control. Life has its ups and downs, and a part of the journey is, oh my gosh, a part of the journey is the ups and downs. I talk about our sacred journey. This is the picture I saw on this deck before I bought it, and that called me to buy this deck. This was the picture that I saw. And it didn't have, I don't know if it had this title or it didn't have this, but this was what I saw. And this person is on a little canoe. It's dark, right? Lit by the light of the moon. Don't know where she's going. Don't know, what the journey is, but she is surrendering to the journey. She's released control. She's got the lantern of the hermit right there guiding her way. And again, underneath the moon, things are hidden. We don't really know what is out there. But savor your life. We are human beings. We are... Now, don't get me wrong, because some motherfuckers out here are real stupid and ignorant, all right? But as a human, we have the highest capacity for intelligent thought, creation, to use tools to shape our environment, right? Animals outside of like very, very intelligent animals like dolphins and primates and things, they don't have that, right? Grasshoppers don't use logic and creativity to decorate their grasshopper home. You know what I mean? Humans have that capacity. And in our own human level kind of egocentric understanding, that's what we think places us at the top of the life chain. But, and then while that can be debated, right, I believe in reincarnation, and I believe that when our spirit, when our soul inhabits a human body, that is not only the highest level of, that is what we seek to attain. In being reincarnated, we don't necessarily want to be an ant, right? We don't necessarily want to be a plant or a piece of fucking incense, right? We want to be a human. And with that humanity comes a large level of responsibility. Because as a human, we have the ability to connect with others, to learn things and develop ourselves and grow so that we can help other people grow. And as a group, we lift the vibration higher. And that is the message, right, of that surrendering to the journey. Go through the highs, go through the lows, live the passion and the pleasure, savor your life, because at this moment, in this lifetime that you live, this is all you got until the next lifetime. And if you look, and that's the damn truth, okay? But release control, savor your life. You have the ability to make a new life. Every second is a choice. You have a choice to make every second, and you can choose to be one of those individuals who draw people down into negativity, or you have the choice, you have the ability to help people and create positivity in this world. Underneath the Truth card is the Justice card reversed. This is really about injustice. This is about karmic retribution, corruption. This is about doing things bad to other people, being unfair, being unkind, taking advantage. This this is the card of those karmic ass tarot readers and shit that y'all be seeing on YouTube talking about third parties and STDs and this person's out to get you and watch your back because, and their storyline don't ever change. Okay? That's the justice in reverse. The 9 of Wands in reverse is this card upright is about resilience, being battle weary but fighting through. So in reverse, this is really like refusing to compromise and really being stubborn, not seeing the end in things, and knowing that it's an ongoing battle, and though you're tired, you're gonna go forward. This is like really like refusing to go forward, dying on the hill, right? Sometimes in this ongoing battle, as you're tired, you feel like, okay, I get it, I've learned from these lessons, I've just got to finish this one battle and move forward. This is like, I'm not even going to move forward after this one battle. I'm just going to stay here and continue to fight. I'm going to be rigid. I'm going to be stubborn, obstinate, right? I'm going to fight to the death. This is less about the positive aspect of resilience, where you don't give up because you know that you have it in you to complete the task, but more along the negative side of being resilient, that stubborn side, where you refuse to give up, even if that might be the right choice, and even if giving up is the last part of the battle. Under surrender to the journey and release control, we have the Sun. This is positivity. This is love, joy, success. This is, your heart just being super happy. This is the ultimate of self-expression, truth. And then we have the 9 of Swords. This is in the upright, like this is about like severe anxiety, trauma, like big time depression and anxiety. In the reverse, it's about letting go of that, right? Being able to experience that negativity and that kind of stress, but releasing it, right? This is the energy of having those emotions of big time trauma, but not staying in that trauma and letting it worry you to death, to be able to let that go. And that's under savor life, passion and pleasure, right? And then the last card that had come out was the Queen of Wands. This is about, this is a generous, loyal, confident, vibrant energy, someone who has a real zest for life, someone who is attractive, someone who is passionate, someone who is in the spotlight, the limelight, in the eyes of others, enjoys that, but also has the ability to draw others into that same feeling. This is a person that makes someone feel good about themselves. This is that person, you know what this is? This is the energy of that person at Albertsons or Kroger's or wherever place you go. It's that checker, that bagger that you see, they smiling, they bebopping to music, they ain't even got headphones on. They're asking you how your day was, they're giving you compliments. This is the energy this is the energy I'm encouraging us all to be. An attractive, magnetic personality that lifts people up, because within them, they have an unlimited source of joy, happiness, abundance, fire, sun energy. And I think this is exactly what I was talking about. We have enough injustice. We have enough pain, stubbornness, warmongers. We have enough anxiety, fear, terror, stress in our world. We don't need any more of that. We have an unlimited resource and access to the shit that be going on in the world and the shit that drags us down and makes us feel bad. And it is time to release that. It is time to move away from that type of energy and become a Queen of Wands in your personal life. Seek the truth in what you do. Behave in a way that you know when the time is right, and you pass on to the next part of life. When your heart is weighed against the feather of truth, that you will be redeemed with new life. You will be redeemed with goodness, with rewards in the afterlife. You will be reincarnated into a new life. And you will be rewarded. You won't have to take on this feeling of knowing that you were unjust, knowing that you put people through the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of wands, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of swords. You weren't the person that does this kind of shit to people. Instead, you were the type of person that surrendered to the journey. And if you were the type of person that does this or did this kind of karmic ass bullshit to people, you have the chance to release control, release that negativity, move forward into passion and pleasure, move forward into the sun and savor your life. You have the opportunity, you have the choice to be a Queen of Wands. And that's all I'm going to say about that. What you guys will notice is I've included some resources down in my description box that I'll be including on all of the videos I do. It is a resource to 24/7 helpline, hotlines for individuals who are thinking about self-harm. There's the number that you can call or text, because I'm telling you, there are people in this world right now who are on the edge and they feel they have nothing left to live for. And you can be that person that brings them down off that ledge and shows them that they do have something to live for. And I hope that you make that choice. I hope that you make that choice today. All right, collective. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to finish drinking my coffee. I'm going to take a spiritual bath, and I'm going to get back out here and make some videos for the upcoming astrological placements for the day or for the month. I really love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining me on this kind of rant, but it was on my heart and I had to share it. I'm wishing you peace, love, and blessings, collective. You take care. Bye.